Yo, we just got sent these really bomb drinks from Tractor Beverage, all right? Available at the restaurants you love. Tractor makes certified organic, non-GMO drinks the clean way. Think organically farmed beverages with no artificial ingredients, no phony colors, no mystery preservatives, and no pesticides of concern. Look, in 2022 alone, their drinks kept 25.8 tons of synthetic pesticides out of our food system. And I'm not just yanking your chain here. I really did enjoy the drinks they sent. They are all gone. You know what I'm saying? So look, check this out. Yo, Blood Orange was my favorite. So y'all need to check it out. Go to organicimpacttracker.com. It's so refreshing to see a company doing this, keeping synthetic pesticides out of the soil, supporting organic farming, and reducing carbon emissions. Call me a fan. Look, man, sometimes you got a health problem and the first thing you do is go to TikTok, search up some type of hashtag, see if someone has the solution to your problems. Well, you shouldn't have to do that, okay? That's why I F with Zocdoc, the only free app that lets you find and book doctors who are patient-reviewed, take your insurance, and are available when you need them and treat almost every condition under the sun, okay? With Zocdoc, there are no alarms and no surprises. Choose from thousands of patient-reviewed doctors and specialists, browse doctor profiles, upload and verify your insurance information, and get the care you need. Go to Zocdoc.com/foods and download the Zocdoc app for free. Then find and book a top-rated doctor today. Many are available within 24 hours. That's ZocDoc.com/foods. Zocdoc.com/foods.
Dudes behind the foods. Yo, it's the dudes behind the foods. Dudes behind the foods. Yeah, it's the dude behind the foods. That's actually really fucking good.
So we're here on a motherfucking Saturday because stupid David is going to Korea.
It's Japan, you racist bastard.
Oh.
You stupid idiot.
Well, you told me Korea.
Maybe I did. My ADHD is severe.
Is there a layover in Korea or something?
No. I probably just said Korea because I'm an idiot.
Oh, okay. Facts.
Mariel needs to come to terms that I have a clinically diagnosed ADHD now.
Does she not accept it?
I think it's hard for her to accept because, you were saying that they think it's like an excuse.
An excuse, yeah.
But I was telling her, I was trying to tell her this is like, if you think it's annoying, imagine how annoying it is for me.
Yes.
Like, I don't think you understand. And so what I started telling her the story about, I was like, listen, I don't think you understand, like, for me, how frustrating it was as a kid, especially because I grew up, traditional Asian, right? Mm-hmm. And, like, I remember as a kid, like, even in elementary school, sitting around watching other kids, like, study and draw and write shit, and they would be so focused, and I would, like, get mad at myself because I couldn't do what they were doing. I was like, how come I can't just, like, be like them? Why can't I just fucking focus? And I would feel stupid my whole life. You know what I mean?
You're like, what is wrong with me?
Yeah, like, what the fuck is wrong? Why can't I do this? And then, I told her, you don't know what that feels like. And so I gave her this example. I got hella frustrated. I was like, let me tell you something. It took me 4 hours yesterday to get a memory card from my room.
Oh, you told me the story.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and she wouldn't fucking understand. And so, like, I'm like, listen, if you're annoyed, I'm 10 times more annoyed, and I don't like this.
Man, look, well, side note, a drawing was one of the only things I could focus on when I was younger. Once I honed in on something, I'd be there for hours, right?
So that's the one thing, too. Like, do you remember when you were in school, like, I almost paid attention better when I was drawing something. Like, if the teacher was talking and I would just, like, doodle something.
Oh, yes.
I could pay attention better.
Yes. If you look at my old notebooks, all doodles up and down the fucking margins and the top. Yeah.
Yeah, and if I couldn't do that and I would just try to focus on them, the conversation in my head was focus. And then I wouldn't learn fucking anything.
Man, look, me and Chia actually got into a little bit of not a fight, but a tiff. Because when she was like, just super pissed that I wasn't flushing my poops, I was like, this is when I first brought up, maybe I have ADHD and I should get diagnosed. And she was kind of like, babe, come on. Like it was an excuse. And I got pissed because I'm like, I'm trying to figure out I don't want to leave my shits for you. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you to walk in on my poops. You think this is something I'm proud of? I don't like this either, baby. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's probably worse for you. Okay, I get that, right? But, like, this is not something I want to do. So I had to have this. I had to be like, yo, like, I know you think I'm just trying to, like, find an excuse for this shit, but, like, honestly, like, I don't want this.
Like, I hate it. I think it's so stupid.
I think it's so stupid. I'm embarrassed.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want you fucking walking in on my poops, my huge, amazing, beautiful poops. Like,
You just look at the camera in your house, and as you walking into the bathroom, seeing your poop coming out, going, "Why? I'm stupid."
there were so many times I walk in, I'm like, oh, thank God I found this before she did. Flush.
Oh, I found one too. Remember?
yeah, you did.
I was like, "Hey, guy, I found your treasure.
I have your
I
treasure.
found your treasure."
Before we keep going, let's have a drink. I was very sleepy driving up here, so I was like, let me Uber Eats some fucking coffee. You wanted a cold brew? That's dope because since it's AAPI month,
Is it?
isn't it? It's
I
like
don't know.
AAPI Heritage Month.
I don't celebrate that shit.
This is a cognac made by some Cambodians. It's called Golden Watt Cognac.
Ooh,
And they sent
what
me
the fuck?
what the fuck?
That would have been better. Sorry, guys. In your face.
It is a VSOP. A Watt is a temple, if you didn't know.
Oh, well, that's disrespectful. I'm
Yeah,
so
you
sorry.
motherfucker. That's why I was like, let me make sure he knows.
Okay. I don't care. What the fuck?
So they sent me the last time they sent me this shit, we were drinking it on No Chaser. We were playing like Truth or Drink or some shit like that for like a little bonus episode. And I got so drunk that night. So we're going to chill, but we're going to have a little bit of it because they sent me the VSOP.
I like the color. The blue
color-
top with the gold foil. It's pretty fire.
It's very, it also feels very Asian, right?
Yeah.
This is Southeast Asian. Shout out to my Cambodian, shout out to my Lao peoples, and of course my Thai people. And there's a few different things we can do here, right? Because we got the cold brew. I actually Googled, a lot of people have done cognac and coffee. I think, and I also came across a recipe that was coffee, cognac, and Coke, which is, I think, feels like it makes sense to me, right? So I'm gonna try that out. We also have Bailey's if you want to stick with what
I'm going to
makes.
stick with the Baileys
what
and you
makes
give
sense.
your go.
Yeah.
your go. And if you like it, I'll give yours a try.
Cool. All right, so I'm gonna put this coffee in here. I'm gonna do a bit of
Cognac.
cognac. Gook, 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 gook. And then I'm
I
gonna add a
like
little.
how it already made that sound and then you overrode it with your sound. Yeah.
I'm gonna mix that up a little bit. Let that swirl
I
around.
want to see you try that shit.
Okay. And just for anyone trying this at home, there's a little already honey sweetener in this cold brew, okay? Try that on for size. It doesn't not make sense. Like it works.
I wouldn't have it again, but I get it.
Here's the thing. I've kind of been on this kick already. Like, people think it's weird. Whenever I make it, I rarely come across someone that fucks with it, but I've been mixing cold brew and Sprite as well as cold brew and Coke and cold brew and Dr. Pepper.
Cold brew and Sprite, I get it because I like cold brew tonics, so that makes sense.
Okay.
That's interesting.
You know what this needs?
What?
Some more cognac.
Yes. Okay.
And
God damn. Okay.
I'm out the house, I got to turn up with you before, because you're going to be in Korea for 2 months. So
Just taking care of babies, looking all exhausted as shit.
do I look exhausted?
I mean, that video of you doing the interview with Veda crying and you holding Q stressed me the fuck out. I've never been so stressed in my life. She's just like talking to you. Yeah, so like, how, okay. And you're just, Daddy.
I know. It's fucking screaming her little.
And
her,
then Chia comes in, tries to take her away.
Yeah, man. It was and the thing about it is, because I was holding Q for the interview because I knew the thing is that interview was going on when it's just about Veda's nap time. So I kind of got to handle Q so Chia can handle Veda's nap time, right? So I'm rocking him. He's knocked the fuck out in my arms. But I know that sometimes Veda has been getting a little jealous, right? When she sees us holding the baby for too long. So when she was trying to be all up in my shit for the interview, I wasn't gonna say no because I didn't want to reject her in that moment, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, baby, crawl up in this shit. But she is trying to like help me out and take Veda away. But she's just like, Daddy!
I would have been a little pissed. I'm like, oh, well, guess what? When Grandpa's here, you don't ever do this shit. I'm over here fucking number 2.
Oh, dog. Since Chia's dad went back to Canada, Veda loves me again. It's great.
She fucking, all of a sudden, when Grandpa's here, she just goes, nah.
Yeah. No, I'm definitely second fiddle, you know?
That's fucking crazy, dude. I would be so mad. Oh, now you want daddy, huh?
I'm not mad. I'll take it. I'm like, yes, you love me
You
again.
little shit.
She loves me so much now. It's awesome. We have a lot of food. Because I didn't have lunch. Did you have lunch?
No, I did, but I'm hungry again. Bailey's and coffee is fantastic, by the way. I could have this forever.
It's supposed to be. Yeah, that's
the shit.
That's what it's made for.
Yeah.
That's what it's made for.
I love it. What do you have?
We also have sandwiches because I was just checking out options around here, and whoever took this place's pictures for their Uber Eats Postmates selections took great pictures because these fucking sandwiches looked bomb.
Let's see it.
These are sandwiches from Giamela's subs, pizza, and pasta. We got a
That sounds so fucking New York.
just
It's gonna be
authentic,
delicious.
right? We got a pastrami and mustard, and cheese. And we got a motherfucking, oh no, this is the pastrami. And then we got a fucking Philly beef, red bell pepper something.
Have you ever had a tweeds?
You know when you
When you do that. That shit is real, dude. Oh, let's just split up for here. You have a half of the mine and you have a half of the you.
So the pastrami, look, that one has no cheese. This pastrami does have cheese because I was like, one of these motherfuckers, I gotta keep the cheese on.
God damn it, stupid paper.
And we got some pepperoncinis if you want to add a pepperoncinis.
I'm stuck on a I wonder if Italian people get upset when people do that.
Oh, and then we got a red bell pepper mayonnaise. Did you watch the Mario movie?
Yes, I did.
Did you like how they handled that?
I'll tell you this. We're going to do a full breakdown, but I'm just going to give you a general gist of this, right? Nostalgia points hits everything.
Yeah,
bow,
yeah.
Bow, bow, great. Message for children, fucking terrible, by the way.
What's the message?
The message is that you can try your best and your hardest, and it's not enough. You have to save the fucking world, and then your dad will approve what you'll do. Like, what he was doing in the beginning was more than enough. He was pursuing his dreams. He invested everything in what he was doing, right? His family made fun of him, called him a piece of shit. Then he goes, saves the world, and he gets fame, and then his dad goes, I'm proud of you. Fucking terrible message. It was the worst.
Well, look. In a generation of motherfucking participation trophy little pussy-ass kids, sometimes they need a reminder that they need
Bill Cosby.
the best dad in the world, Bill Cosby. Oh God, 'cause bees create honey. Honey, the best Jessica Alba moving companies. U-Hauls. My throat is sore from the poison that I consume. Consume, dip my tacos in the birria.
Roll my R's because I'm cultured. Inflate my ego like yeast in bread. That's a culture.
Whoa! Yeast infection. Too much moisture in your panties.
Disgusting. We're gonna
Too
eat.
much moisture in the pantry. Cookies have gone bad. All right.
Which one you tried?
I tried the pastrami's fucking fire.
Oh.
I'm also gonna add a little pepper.
Pastrami.
I'm gonna add a peppercini on there. Big ass peppercini.
Get out of here. You got to tell me pastrami. Come on.
That spoken word was going so well until you swung it back to yeast infections.
I know. I was like, I gotta eat, bro. Oh, that's good.
I've never seen you react that way to good food.
Ew.
This is delicious.
It kind of threw me off. Yeah.
This tastes amazing.
Hey, what the fuck? Damn good.
Yeast infection. I love it.
Will you marry me? Whoa, this is good.
It's really good. All right, yo. So if anybody wants to, if you're in the Burbank area, Giamela's sandwiches, pizzas, pastas, fucking bomb.
Oh,
I'm gonna also take a bite of this, the other one, which is bomb, fucking like Philly steak situation. They got this red bell pepper mayo.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a dip. Oh God, here if you want to dip as well.
I'm just gonna do this. This probably made more sense. It's the bread, man.
That's without the cheese.
The fucking bread, the hoagie is fucking good. Oh yeah, you didn't put the melted cheese on this, huh?
No, I took it off because I was like, let me get one sandwich without cheese so I can really go in.
Stupid idiot. Just,
It's still fire though.
it's still really good. But now that you said melted cheese, that's all I can think of. I'm gonna get sandwiches from here again.
Yeah, totally.
100%.
Totally. You know, sometimes we kind of try these, we try these rando spots just to have food, and it's like, yeah, it's whatever, but
This is fucking good.
this is really good. Shout out to this spot right here.
It's like I'm in New York and I'm walking down the street and somebody called me the F word.
Let me tell you something, dog. New York, I love New York. What's this little vinaigrette situation? They as far as like dudes trying to holler at your girl while she's with you, New York, the most disrespectful in the game. Okay, and I've talked about this on No Chaser before, but like, first of all, dudes in LA never do this. Okay, they might say something like, I remember my boy PD Flow. He Mexican, but he looks like a little skinny white boy, right? He used to date this black girl with a big old ass, right? So he would get the occasional comments like, he said he was walking through the mall one time and someone was like, he don't know what to do with all that. But Peter thought it was funny, right?
Yeah.
But they would never like really actually try and holler at your chick while you're with her like that, right? When I was in New York, bro, I was talking to this one girl. We were walking, and I'm talking about this dude. As we're walking down the street, now mind you, we weren't holding hands or anything because this was kind of like we were just kind of like casually talking. It wasn't nothing serious. But he was fucking in front of us, walking backwards, trying to holler at her, right? Like that, just ignoring it. And well, no, she was ignoring him, but he was just like, hey, yo, blah, 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 trying to talk to her while she's fucking with me, dog. And another time, I was walking with this Dominican girl I used to talk to in New York, and this Dominican dude started speaking Spanish. And I'm like, what'd he say? She's like, nothing. I'm like, just tell me. She was like, he was saying you should be with a real man, something like that. I was like, wow, these motherfuckers are disrespectful out here.
That's crazy because I'm always trying to figure out, like, I got to see that work. You know?
Right.
Like, I got to see it work one time. Like, I've seen, like, dudes hollering at a girl. But mind you, this is back in the day. And a girl would be like, that's cute or whatever. And I'll be honest with you, like, the guy that was hollering, though, was a really good-looking guy, though. You know what I mean? And that girl was okay looking. So I get that dynamic, you know what I mean? But usually when I see a dude do that, they look fucking just gross as fuck.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, clearly that girl's like way out of your league. You know what I mean? Like look-wise, financially, everything, right?
Yeah.
She probably makes more money than you. She's better looking. Like, I don't understand what you're offering when you go, hey, where you going with that thing? I don't know how to do that.
Robin Couch, has catcalling ever left you feeling
Horny?
has it ever left you with a positive experience getting catcalled?
I mean, there have been situations where it hasn't necessarily like maybe negatively affected me, but for me, as somebody who's kind of socially anxious and introverted as it is, it's always a little bit jarring and startling. And I listen to a lot of true crime, so my brain does that thing of like, oh, he's gonna murder me. But I will say to what you were talking about, that type of interaction where like they catcall and they don't care if you have a guy with you happens a lot near like military training bases.
Interesting.
I used to date a guy who grew up near San Diego in like the San Marcos area, and that's kind of near like Camp Pendleton. And he said, yeah, if we go into the Carlsbad area, like those guys, they don't care if you're clearly with me, they will just like fully hit on you.
Wow.
Well,
Yeah.
that's because they're horny. They haven't seen women in forever.
Yeah, and they're just having a rough go of it. We should feel bad for them for sure.
Where you go with that knockers?
I'll tell you, the nicest guys that ever did that. I was in Vegas. I was walking with Chia, and these dudes were like, they were just selling some shit on the street, and they stepped out and they were like, "Damn, where you find her at?" And I'm like, you know what? I'm not mad at that one. I'm like, Canada. They got good ones out there.
Not for real. She a prostitute.
Yeah. Who I gotta talk to? What street is she on?
You're like, wait a minute. This is way different.
No, they know in Vegas.
How much?
Spring Mountain Road is where you go to get your jack off.
Okay. Was she expensive?
Rick one time told me, Robin Couch, speaking of big booty white girls, he was at a red light, and there was a girl who was, I guess, with her friend, and Rick was with his homie in the car, and I was like, "Hey!" And she like looked around, and she was like, "Me?" And Rick was like, "Nice!" Talking about her butt. I mean, he said, "Nice butt!" And she was like, "Thank you."
Oh my God.
Because she just like, I guess she wasn't. I guess you could say she wasn't someone who you would expect to get hit on a lot. You know, not your traditionally magazine-esque type woman.
You know, here's something fucking funny.
What?
So we were in Hawaii.
Yes.
Right? Mariel is not somebody. There's like something I really appreciated about her. She doesn't really care about what she looks like when she walks outside a lot of the times, right? Obviously, when she's going out doing her stuff, all that stuff is fine. But other times, she doesn't dress very revealing. But I was telling her one day, it's like, look, your workout clothes are dusty as fuck. You got to get some new shit.
Yeah.
So we're in Hawaii. Nike was having a sale on a lot of their dope shit. It was like when their pastel colors were in and they were switching some of their stuff out. I was like, damn, that's fucking cheap. And she's always about a deal. Gets their stuff. It was fucking dope. But it's a little tighter, right? But it's cute as fuck. So we're in this hotel. These two little young boys, they start giggling and laughing. And they're staring at her, you know, her little B-cup booty or whatever, whatnot.
B-cup booty is
Yeah.
so funny. That's fucking hilarious.
She got a little B-cup booty.
That's great.
It's one of my favorites, by the way.
Of course.
So her little B-cup booty's out. And then these guys are giggling and they're like trying to talk to her or whatever, whatnot. This girl is so fucking innocent. She comes up to me pissed. I'm like, what's up? What's going on? He goes, those two boys were making fun of me. I'm like, oh my God, woman. They weren't making fun of you. They're two young boys they thought you were cute. And they just don't know how to talk to women. She goes, no, they were making fun of me. I'm like, you're a 3-year-old. Like, how do you not know this?
What were they saying?
She wouldn't tell me, but I think like I saw the visible interaction because I was getting ice cream while she was waiting in line somewhere else to get like coffee. And I just saw them and they're kind of like checking her out and they wanted to say something, but they're young boys. So they're fucking nervous.
Right.
I'm like, they're not making fun of you. This isn't like a playground.
Yeah.
Those are like 15, 16-year-old boys. You know, they thought you were attractive.
Wow, let me tell you, man. Next time I break out my B-cup dick on
That's what you gotta tell people. What dick size are you? It's like a B-cup dick.
B-cup.
This is a B-cup dick. Yeah, I mean, it's just right. Ain't nobody complaining.
That is adorable. Chia, you know, nowadays I feel like, well, here's the thing. No one, you know, Chia nowadays, now that she's a mom, she don't ever be dressed up like that, you know? Not even in like workout gear. You know, we are when we're out the house, we are just sweats all day, right?
That's because you guys got to be ready. You don't know what's happening.
Oh, dog, the other day, I put on this fucking nice little Letterman jacket because I was about to go somewhere, but I still needed to hold the baby before I was about to leave. And then the baby did a little like, and I was like, oh, nope, taking this jacket off. Hold on a second, because the puke possibilities are real quick.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what's the point? Like, you put yourself together, you get all this nice clothes on, and then 5 minutes later, barf, drool, snot, pointless.
All the things. Shit.
And I think that's why I see a lot of like some of my older friends that were like church friends, they start dressing up and kind of gaining their independence back when their kids go to school. Like they're 6, 7, 8, 9 years old. And then they start doing their makeup a little more again. Because now it's like, okay, I'm not worried that shit and spit is gonna be all over me.
Right, and also like, they're all cheating on each other now.
100%.
All right, guys, we're gonna call our side chicks and we'll be right back.
Lovely dudes behind the foods listeners. This podcast is brought to you by Tractor. Tractor, my friends. Let me tell you something. Tractor beverages. Let me tell you guys, whatever y'all sent me was muy delicioso. It was so freaking good. I think I got sent like 7 or 8 drinks. They were gone in, I don't know, 2 days. Freaking amazing. It was actually shocking how good it was. So if you guys don't know, Tractor is available at the restaurants you love. They make certified organic, non-GMO drinks the clean way. Think organically farmed beverages with no artificial ingredients, no phony colors, no mystery preservatives, and no pesticides of concern. In 2022 alone, their drinks kept 25.8 tons of synthetic pesticides out of our food system. Not only does it taste good, it's good for the earth and good for you. All those other phonies out there, that's not what Tractor is. Let me tell you something. I had their mango flavor and it is freaking delicious. Mango is actually one of my favorite fruits of all time. The fact that they could harness that into a can of deliciousness, I was very, very, very happy. I was in a tropical paradise, my friends. I paired that with a delicious piece of grilled meat with a side of Thai papaya salad, and I loved it. Fantastic. So check it out. So before I blabber on about that mango flavor, please check out organicimpacttracker.com. It's so refreshing to see a company doing this, keeping synthetic pesticides out of the soil, supporting organic farming, and reducing carbon emissions. Call me a fan.
Yo, man, look, it's hard to find good help and it's hard to find good doctors, okay? Sometimes you don't know what to do with yourself and your body. You don't know how to find a good doctor, and it's a struggle, okay? You've been stewing about a health problem you have, and you almost resort to texting your group chat to get your friends' opinions, but then you don't want them to judge that lump on your penis, am I right? There are better ways to get the answers you want and the care you deserve from trusted professionals and not random people on the internet. That's why I like Zocdoc, because on Zocdoc, finding the doctor that's right for you is seamless. The quality care you need is just a few taps away in the Zocdoc app. On Zocdoc, you'll find quality doctors who focus on you, listen to you, and prioritize your care. Zocdoc is the only free app that lets you find and book doctors who are patient-reviewed, take your insurance, are available when you need them, and treat almost every condition under the sun. When you're not feeling your best and just trying to hold it together, finding great care shouldn't take up all your energy. That's where Zocdoc comes in. Using their free app that millions of users rely on, you can find the right doctor that meets your needs and fits your schedule. Book an appointment with a few taps in their app and start feeling better, faster with Zocdoc. Go to Zocdoc.com/foods and download the Zocdoc app for free. Then find and book a top-rated doctor today. Many are available within 24 hours. That's ZocDoc.com/foods. Zocdoc.com/foods.
I could never have a side chick, dude. I'm too nervous.
You know, it's weird to think about that in the time where I feel like the whole concept of side chicks, right? I mean, we've been with our women for a long time, but I feel like in the past like 5 years, the concept of side chicks and side dudes has almost become kind of normalized. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When in like dating, the dating world, not like marriage, but the dating world, it seems like it's kind of like a, I don't know if it's like a meme or a joke, but it feels like that's kind of just like, oh, it's the thing. Everyone got a little side person.
I'll say this, like, I was in a studio, right? And all these dudes were talking about, you know, they're all married dudes, but they're talking about their side chicks or whatever. And this is like when I first came to Los Angeles, and I couldn't wrap my head around it. Like, number one, I grew up in a very Christian household, right? Yeah. So, like, I know of this.
Oh, you be talking to God and shit?
Yeah, all the time, man. I'm like, God, these motherfuckers got side chicks, dog. I'm snitching on them to God.
God is my side chick.
Oh, God.
No.
Oh,
God is my main chick and my wife is my side chick.
Oh, God, dude. I hate that corny Christian shit, dude. I'm so sorry. Oh, but they're talking about like the whole side chick situation, and the conversation comes to me. And, you know, like on YouTube, you know, they expect me to have side chicks. And like, who are your side? I was like, nope, just one. I was like, just the one. And like, none at all? It's like, what about when you travel and shit? You don't be out and you do. I'm like, Nah, I don't. And I felt a little, I was the odd man out.
That shit stresses me out, man. I feel like, how do you even have time for that? You know what I'm saying?
It's a lot of work.
Oh, speaking of chicks, I guess this would be the only time I could talk about this because I filmed an episode of No Chaser recently with my ex.
I could never. I could fucking never.
Yeah, I've been kicking the idea around for a while now. Rick thinks it's fucking weird. He's like, why would you want to do that?
Once we break up, in my mind,
yeah,
you got into a horrific accident, and then you're just never alive. Well, you're dead to me.
And you know what? And here's the thing: we haven't spoken in literally we've had
some terrific accident.
You've been in an amazing death accident. No, but I haven't seen her in probably let's see, I've been with Chia for 12 years, in 13 years, you know what I'm saying? We had a couple of random text exchanges, but I haven't seen her in 13 years. And I don't know how much you watched my early YouTube shit, but for the first 4 years of YouTube, she was a big part of my YouTube content.
When I met you, were you still with her?
When we filmed, was that Paul Kim's video or Lil Craze video?
Paul Kim. You guys might have just broken up then.
I think we were broken up because I don't remember having any issues with playing that girl's boyfriend. Okay. And that's how I gauge.
Wait, was I feeling abused that day, or
did I get into a really annoying argument that night? No, so we were probably broken up.
Got it. Yeah, got it.
So, I started YouTube 2006, right? I feel like I was with her from 2006 to 2010. And she was in a handful of my kind of not viral, but very, kind of viral-ish videos. A couple sketches that did really well. I did a skit called How Not to Kiss, where it was quick bits of just me doing really
bad kisses.
Yeah, bad kisses, eyes wide open, too much tongue, that type of shit. And she was also the girl in my first Asian boy video. And so I felt like for the people that had fucked with me since the beginning, it would be such a trip, right? Yo, what the fuck?
It's who? It's been a long time.
Yeah, almost bro, you're watching a fucking show and a character from season 1 comes back and you thought they were dead. It's oh, I thought they drove over a bridge, but the whole time they got rescued and have been living in Oshkosh, Wisconsin.
They do one of these chair trims.
And then it's dun, 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 dramatic music. Season ends, right?
You thought the car crash killed me, the terrific car crash.
the amazing car crash. But no, I'm back, bitch. And so for one, I thought it would be great for the viewers to catch up with her. And for two, I was just kind of curious, yo, what the fuck you been up to, And also, out of, No Chaser, and you probably feel the same way, all we do now is kind of talk for a living, right? We talk about our experiences, our past experiences, shit we've gone through, and it kind of becomes kind of therapeutic, right? And for me, because No Chaser was very relationship, sex topic heavy in the first year or so, I did a lot of analyzing my old relationships, right? And I kind of learned through those conversations that oh, you know what? I think I might have kind of fucking gaslit my ex, where back in the day, gaslighting wasn't even a term, right?
Yeah.
But I think back on oh, you know what? Yeah, she caught me messaging girls on MySpace, and then to fucking defend myself, I call her jealous and crazy, right? But looking back now as a grown-ass man, I'm oh, I was the reason she was jealous. And I was just calling her crazy to deflect, right? And a part of me was I feel bad about that.
This one gets caught and shit. She's literally sees a sex tape. So you fucked that girl? You're crazy! You're crazy!
You see my dick in this woman? You did this! You put my dick in this woman!
Take responsibility for my actions!
If you wouldn't have asked me all those dumbass questions, this penis would not be inside this woman right now.
Babe, what do you want to eat? I don't know. Anything. Pizza? No, not that. My zipper goes down a little bit more.
Why can't you just pick a place?
Why can't you just
You drove me to this. But yeah, man.
You drove me in that.
Yeah, you fucking did this. And I felt a little bad about it. And I was like, I would love to have a conversation. I'm big on closure. A lot of people don't need closure, but I like having closure, right?
I closure fast.
Yeah, you know what? I do too, but also like I like having just a nice little button on shit, right? So I thought it'd be interesting to have her on, have a conversation, and of course she was a little nervous. She doesn't do shit like that.
Of course, podcasting is fucking hard.
It is hard, and I told her from the jump, I'm like, yo, I'm not gonna try and fucking trick you into anything. I'm not trying to go for no clickbait. I'm not trying to. If you feel uncomfortable with anything, let me know. I'll cut it out. I'll delete all mean comments. You know what I'm saying? And I just kind of wanted to chop it up. And it was cool. It was a cool conversation. You know? It was nice.
Was it very therapeutic for you and her?
I think so. I think it was nice for me to kind of get off my chest and be like, yo, I do feel sorry about gaslighting you. I'm a grown man now. You know, you're grown. And here's what's funny though, like without getting too much into it because I want you to watch the fucking episode. One of the main reasons I also wanted to have her on is because when I was kind of debating the idea of this and talking to Chia about it, she was like, yeah, I think it'd be good. I was on my ex's Instagram and it was a whole shit in her highlights about how she struggled for years to find out what was wrong with her, finds out she's bipolar.
That you pushed her into.
I forced her into a very hardcore depression. And
what a terrible thing. It's like she's bipolar and you gaslit her.
Oh my God.
You're going to hell, bro.
I'm the reason for everything. Yeah. Well, guess what? She gave me ADHD. How about that?
Tit for tat.
Yeah.
Fun fact, ADHD and bipolar disorder are sometimes misdiagnosed because some of the symptoms overlap.
Really?
Well, guess what? We're both bipolar now.
And guess what? I'm having a manic episode!
Yeah, you never do. You're always so calm and collected.
It's a facade to cover up how fucking depressed and manic I am, dog.
Wow, I wasn't paying attention to anything you're saying because I have ADHD.
Excuses.
I know.
This man just took a shit on the floor and didn't flush it. But yeah, she went through some shit. And so she kind of wanted to tell that story as well. And
that's actually very, I commend her.
Yeah.
Because it's very easy for people who have those type of, mental issues or problems that they have to get to a place where they could recognize it and then want to fix it. Because the easiest thing to do is to deflect, right? And be like, no, that's not me. That's everybody else. Bro, and I, like those type of people in my life who I've seen that way, I cut them all the fuck out. Especially like in pandemic. I think all those people who had those tendencies, it got worse. And it got to the point where we couldn't handle it anymore. So I'm just like, all right, you're fucking nuts. If you haven't done anything wrong in your life, then go fuck yourself. Go fucking die in that fucking corner and then rot away, you stupid, stupid bitches.
Isn't it crazy how pandemic really highlighted people's problems that they didn't know they had, like in terms of mental problems?
Bro, man, like we had this one problem with the person who like basically like everybody has like a certain responsibility when things happen, right? And then people can own up to certain things. But when somebody says within a conversation, I have done nothing wrong, absolutely nothing wrong, oh, this conversation is done and you're a psychopath. Like we're done here. And even when it's like a group of people that say like, okay, like this is what we're addressing and I feel like you did this wrong. They go, what are you talking about? All of you are wrong. I've done nothing. It's like, okay, so 8 people are wrong and you're the only one that's right.
Why wouldn't you at least, even if you didn't believe it, make up some shit to make people feel better?
Because they're crazy.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, okay. But the thing is like, the proof is always in the pudding, right? Because even if I'm not connected to these people.
Yellow pudding!
Like we're not connected to these people. You could always see after time goes by, when people like update you on other people's shit, they're like, oh, they're still doing like shit. It's like, okay, then that makes sense. So now, because you start to feel like maybe I did something. Maybe I really was wrong.
You feel gaslit.
Yeah, you feel gaslit. But then the proof is always in the pudding because as time goes by, it's like, oh, this person lost all their friends. Nobody talks about them. And it gets to the point where people come back to you. They're like, honestly, I thought you were wrong. And then I'm not their friend anymore.
You
I'm
recognize the common denominator after all the bullshit. You're like, oh, it's this fool.
And look, Nobody's perfect. Po body's nerfect. You know what I mean? Po body's nerfect at ball. All right. So if
I think you've had too many martinis, dude.
oh, dude, Bobby Eel. Well, yeah, but we'll take a break.
Look, man, we're all getting older, trying to be healthy, trying to improve our health in any way that we can because health is wealth, right? Well, let me tell you, Liquid IV is the category-winning hydration brand fueling your well-being, and their hydration multiplier is the one product you're missing in your daily routine, okay? Because look, it's festival season, and you got to plan for faster, efficient hydration because it's essential. Liquid IV has you covered while you prep before, power through to the headliner, and recover after the weekend, okay? Your boy be drinking, and look, when I wake up, my recovery is not like it used to, okay? Nowadays, I don't have time to keep up with the health, and sometimes I forget to drink water, and I know I'm dehydrated. That's why I like to throw a little Liquid IV in a bottle of water, and I know it's giving me those nutrients that I'm missing out on, okay? Because look, first of all, it's delicious. They got the strawberry lemonade, which is a new flavor, which I love. I throw it in a little bottle of water. Sometimes I throw it in some fizzy water just to make me feel like I'm drinking soda, okay? One stick of Liquid IV and 16 ounces of water hydrates you 2 times faster and more efficiently than water alone, all right? With 3 times the electrolytes of traditional sports drinks, made with premium ingredients, non-GMO, and free of gluten, dairy, and soy, perfect. Liquid IV, it's perfect. It's what you need to it's just what you need, all right? Grab your Liquid IV in bulk nationwide at Costco, or you can get 20% off when you go to liquidiv.com and use code DUDES at checkout. That's 20% off anything you order when you shop Better Hydration today using promo code DUDES at liquidiv.com. Wasn't that sandwich great?
It was. I'm probably gonna get a sandwich from here again. That hoagie is fucking fire.
This is like so good.
It's delicious. I have to go eat barbecue tonight, but yep.
What are you going to Japan for?
What'd you say it like that?
So I'm curious, man.
Yeah. What are you going to Japan for? Shit, I don't know. Honeymoon. Maybe you are bipolar. So, Mariel and I have never been to Japan together where it wasn't like a business thing. So every time we went to Japan, we had all these other agendas.
Doing that matcha bullshit.
Yeah, you know, my matcha brand. If you guys love matcha, check out junbimatcha.com, Junbi matcha.com. Some of the best matcha ever. I think we are currently the biggest like matcha franchise in the United States.
It's that pure matcha. That shit tastes like freshly mowed grass. And if you love freshly mowed grass, you'll love it.
Stop talking. Hey, can I tell you something? I really appreciate Kevonstage because when he went to Hawaii, he went to my matcha place and he openly says how much he hates matcha, but he went to support anyways.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
And did he have some?
No, he got the other drinks. But he went to the spot anyways. That's a fucking good dude, man.
Kevonstage is so fucking supportive. Literally, I'll always see him rocking random goodie shit. Never ask for hookups. Will always buy it. Doesn't even tell me, yo, I'm about to buy this shirt. He'll just have it on in videos. And I'll have no idea that he bought it. And he's always buying, always supporting because he fucks with the brand, you know?
I gotta send him some shit, but he's so big. Like, we don't have anything his fucking size. He's
Wow,
like,
you're fat shaming him?
No, he's like 6'4". He's huge.
He's not that tall.
No, he's way taller than me, though.
Yeah, I remember one time specifically when Veda was a few months old, Kevonstage came over. He was like, I need to hold that baby. And he came over and I vlogged him holding Veda in like one arm and thinking like, wow, my arms are really small compared to his. Yeah. Because like Veda looks extra tiny in his manly arm, and I was like, wow, I need to like.
Kev just looks super strong for no fucking reason either.
Yeah, but he's not.
He's not. You look strong as shit, to be honest with you. I feel like if Kev got angry and he shoved you in the chest, like your spine would snap in half. But he's such a kind, amazing dude, super fucking funny, nonstop creating content, always bringing the people around him up. The guy is like an example of what you should be as somebody in social media. And I just wish I could be more like him. But
I think that's why people love him so much.
Yeah, man.
You know, people will fuck with Kev, and like Kev will tell me too, like, And it's so crazy because I talk about this with Chia, right? Where Kev got popping after he already kind of lived an adult life, right? He has, At this point, he has 2 teenage kids. He's been married for so long to his high school sweetheart.
Amazing.
And like, but now he's like driving the Maserati, going to events and shit, right? Like, and it's like, it's almost crazy to think that you could have these 2 lifetimes that are...
You got to live 2 fucking lives.
Yeah, and it's a trip because, you know, I almost kind of see him doing what I did in reverse. You feel me? Where the YouTube shit was popping, and when I started, when I got going, I was driving the fucking Maserati for a bit just to flex, and now I'm like married with the babies. I'm at home mostly, right?
The other way.
But he was the other way. He struggled doing his thing. He will tell me he used to watch my videos every day when he was like working at fucking like Boeing.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Watching my videos, and now like, and then he started making YouTube videos, and now he's like, you know, he's Kevonstage doing his shit.
I've never like I love watching people succeed, but him specifically, I want him to be the best because I feel like he is one of the better representations of what I want people to be on this platform. So the more he succeeds, he puts out like an energy that I want everybody to absorb. So it's like, I hope he continues to get more awards, that he continues to win. He's in more movies, more TV. You know what I'm saying? He's like our YouTube Will Smith before the slap.
And he met Will Smith.
That's right.
Before me, goddammit. Wow.
I love everything about that guy.
Kev is great. Cheers to Kevonstage. Let's take a shot. Let's do it. Let's fucking do it to Kevonstage. And wait, I have a little cup for you. Oh, you want to take a shot of Bailey's?
Oh, wait, I ran out of coffee.
Oh, I have more if you want it.
Yeah, I'm more coffee.
Okay.
I think that's why I'm screaming so much. Oh, thank you.
Oh,
yeah.
To pivot, but also stay the same to what we were talking about, I will watch vlogs of my life 10 years ago, and it's almost seems like I'm watching a TV show because it's so long ago and it's so completely different than what my life is now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I will watch vlogs, like, you know, and I started vlogging like, I don't know, 12 years ago. I think I started making YouTube content 15, 16 years ago and vlogging like 12 years ago. So I'll watch content of me, vlogs where I'm going to Cal State Long Beach, trying to get my degree. I'm with my ex. I'm fucking working at California Pizza Kitchen before I was really making money on YouTube, right? And then you kind of see like this story arc where the shit starts to pick up. And now I'm like, I'm single, I'm on tour, I'm in bed with a couple randoms, you know, shit like that. And then fast forward to now, and it's so completely different than that life, and it feels like, yo, this is like, it doesn't even feel like that's me. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, the trippy thing is like my mom will say this, and it's very true, where she's like, you know, you're at that age in your life now where everything starts going faster. Your kid is in diapers, then your kid is talking. Now she looks like an adult. Next thing you know, they're in school, then they're in college, and then you're back home. It's just you and your wife. Like, these things happen so fast in our age. But when we're younger, we feel like time isn't moving fast enough. And now we're just trying to tell time to fucking stop. Like, slow the fuck down. Like, I'm not ready yet, you know? And that's the thing that trips me out too, because I know this is not the same. I don't have kids, but I've been growing these tomatoes. All right. And I was like, I remember when I planted these seeds in February, and I got these full ass tomatoes growing. But it just in that weird thought of like, February, how many months have passed? You know, and I spent all this time on these fucking tomatoes. It just, time is going by a lot faster than I remember.
Even this year, bro, the year's halfway over. It's fucking June.
I know, man. I've had this thought too, where like, I'm always thinking about this every time a year passes, where it's like, okay, what else do I want to do that I haven't done? And I'm trying to find my motivating factor right now. Life's pretty good, you know, and I don't know what that next. I want to struggle a little bit. Like, that struggle was like that feeling of, you know what I mean? It kind of gets
uncertainty that keeps you grinding and hustling. Yes! Yeah. Well, let me tell you, have a kid. Because for the first time ever, I'm like, I gotta make more videos. I'm like, because here's the struggle too, dog. You wanna know what's a fucking trip, dog? Veda's probably gonna start preschool.
That's crazy.
Early 2024.
That's crazy.
And, you know, we don't want to put her in no basic basic ass preschool. So we found one that's lit. It's actually so dope, but it's private, of course. And
So like 30,000 a year.
well, let me tell you, dog. When I was going to private school, the shit was probably like, I don't know, $300 a month, right? And I remember feeling like, oh man, I feel bad for my parents. They're struggling, right? Times have changed because it is not no $300 a month anymore, right? And I'm looking like, but the school's great because, you know, without saying too much about the actual school, like they really put you know, it's not a whole lot of kids in the class, but they put a real emphasis on not just regurgitating facts. Like it's a very big emphasis on like art and music and all types of shit. I'm like, this is great, right? But I'm looking like, damn, if we're gonna put Veda in this, and then also Q, and then Chia still,
and then Z,
and then
Z, Y,
and David Soisha. It's like shit, man.
Only Veda, dude. The rest of the kids have to figure it out.
You know what? I'm down for that plan.
Yeah.
I'm down for that plan.
A lot of people, what they do is because, you know, private schools have their, I only know this because, you know, a lot of my friends are teachers because I wanted to be a teacher too. So I still have my friends who became teachers. It's like private schools have their ups and downs, right? Like sometimes with private schools, they tend to be, they have really great curriculum, right? But they're very rigid. So for example, if your kid doesn't adhere to X certain amount of rules, they make no accommodations. Everybody wants your kid's spot. They'll kick you out like that.
Really?
Yeah. So let's say like Veda has a tantrum or some shit, right? And they're like, listen, like this is Veda's warning. You know, she's not, and they try to like, instead of like trying to figure out how they can keep her in the system, they're like, hey, look, she maybe not be cut out for this.
Really?
Which versus other people who what they do is they try to find like a neighborhood to live in that has really good public education set there. So they have teachers who are, you know, it's just a little bit better. So there's like an up and down to it that I never really thought about because I thought private school was like, oh, this is the shit. So it's like one of those things.
And I mean, look, to be fair, although I really do value the foundation that the private school I went to gave me as a kid, shout out to Gardena Valley Christian School, I also really love that I went to a public high school, you know, because I felt like I learned a lot there as well. And I met my best friends there, Rick, PD Flo, Eric. And that's where I really feel like I got exposed to a lot of shit that I'd never been exposed to before. And I value all the experiences, right? So I think after we kind of have Veda in some private shit, I do want to put her in some public shit as well. Just cause, you know, you gotta get a taste of that real world, you know, that real life.
I wonder how Veda's going to be. You think what if she becomes like a spoiled little brat? Well, how would you deal with that?
Let me tell you something that's been on my mind recently, okay? I almost wouldn't mind that she's a spoiled brat if she doesn't become a girl that goes to nice restaurants and only orders chicken fingers. Okay. Because lately, and they'll say this is normal of a 2-year-old, that they get very picky with their food, all right? But like, so right now, Veda's kind of only on a mac and cheese, chicken and rice, chicken and noodles diet because it's all she wants to eat, right?
Sounds pretty kiddish there.
Yeah, but I be looking like every time she turns down something, when I try to feed her a little salmon or something like that, I'm like, oh, you better not be one of these chicken finger bitches. I hate the chicken finger bitches, man. We'll go to a nice ass restaurant, order some fucking chicken fingers and some fries, and that's it. I'm like, God.
See, I think like one of the things that parents were, I don't know if this was a good thing. I don't know what the science is behind this. But, you know, with like Korean or like old school Asian parents, you know, it's like, this is the food.
Yeah.
You either eat this shit or you fucking die.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I can't, I don't know how to do that.
I don't think I'd be able to do it either.
Yeah, I don't know how. And I watch your homegirl, Anna, and her kid.
She different. That kid eat everything.
I know. I get so jealous.
That kid eats everything.
Because that little baby is probably like the same age as Veda within like a month or two. But she be going in on like steak and like all types of shit. I'm like, I be looking like, Veda.
Dude, mid-rare steak. Her favorite thing right now is salmon roe, bro.
What?
She loves salmon roe, dog. Like, we put salmon roe down. Before to hit the table, she went. She went after that shit, dog.
Ah, man, I'm so jealous, but I also have to keep myself in check. I gotta remind myself, like, when I was a little kid, I hated tomatoes. I hated
Also,
onions.
too, what people have, what they're good at here, they lack it. Like, first of all, like Veda's talking and reading and writing is very advanced for her age,
Is she?
right? I
Yeah.
think that she's like in the 98th percentile. Because most kids like around her age that I've seen have, they could talk and stuff, but that motherfucker would be saying sentences, which is kind of like, oh shit, her speaking is a lot more advanced than other kids.
Yeah.
So, give and take. She don't like salmon roe, guess what? She could talk.
I guess.
know?
Fine.
Take away her speech, give her salmon roe now. Daddy, truffle.
She uses her speech just to be like, can I modify this order? I'm like, God, you're one of those.
I asked for midwear.
No, she's just like, fries only, please. Like, ew, don't be a fries only girl. Yeah, man. So that's like, I definitely don't want Beta to become a spoiled little girl. As much as it like kind of hurts me to say this. So here's the thing, right? With the new baby, with Q, I hate having to tell Veda that I can't pick her up because I'm holding Q, or that I can't go play at this very moment because I gotta change Q's diaper or some shit like that. And also, side note, we spoke to a professional who was like, one thing that you need to do to not build resentment in your older child is don't blame shit on the younger one. Don't be like, oh, we can't go play because we gotta feed the baby.
Yeah, Tim.
I don't do that.
Okay.
So they say just to be like, oh, just wait a little bit.
I'm the younger one.
I know. And I think about that shit too, something you said. But look, so as much as it pains me to tell Veda I can't pick you up just yet, I think it's good for her to hear no. Because if I didn't have Q, I would be saying yes to Veda all day, every day.
Well, it teaches her patience and shit.
It teaches her patience and the fact that she's not gonna get everything she wants at this very moment, right?
Damn, you just blew my fucking mind right now. Like that, I think about sometimes where, how do we teach these kids patience, blah, 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 right? Well, the second child teaches the parent and the child.
Yeah.
It teaches the parent to learn how to say no to the kid, and it also teaches the kid that they have to wait.
Yeah.
Fucking blew my fucking mind right now, dog. It kind of like self-auto-corrects itself. So the second kid isn't just for the other kid to have a partner, it's also for the parent to learn how to prioritize things.
Bro, or else,
wow.
else I would do everything that Veda asked of me. Literally everything on demand. You know
I
what I'm
get
saying?
scared to see Veda because I can't say no to that child.
Oh, you look, Uncle David can do whatever Veda wants, all right? And another thing you told me too, when you were telling me that, your older brother, there's like 1 million pictures of him and there's barely any pictures of you. I was on my phone one day, I was like, let me take some more pictures of Q. Because I barely have pictures of this dude.
Doug,
That's the same for me. I'm the youngest, and my sister's baby album is filled to the brim, and mine has like 30 empty pages.
oh, you just have empty pages? 6 books this thick for my brother, 1 album this big for me. Mariel went home and I was like, hey, let me show you the kids pic. My dad took a bunch of photos.
Yeah.
And then we just went through like 5 or 6 of them. It was all my brother. She goes, where's yours? I'm like, that's a good fucking question. And my mom was like, I got yours. This motherfucker book was this thin.
It's a 1-page collage.
And they're all blurry.
It's you in the background that they cut out and made 1 page out of.
This is just a picture of my mom beating my ass.
But nah, man. So I'm trying to although like fucking, yes, it hurts me to have to tell Veda no and like take the spotlight off her. I also have to remind myself like, hey man, look, I love me some Q as well. You know what I'm saying? Mind you, he's not making a very good first impression on me right now. But he's getting cooler as the days go by.
Yeah, I think I kind of like you.
Yeah,
you're kind of cool. I get it.
You're growing on me, son. You're growing on me.
You just gotta wait until they're a little older, and he could just do little things himself.
Yeah, no, he's look. For the first month, he only cried. Now, for the second month, he's actually making other noises. It's adorable. He's sleeping a little more, which is great.
I still haven't seen him.
Oh, you haven't? Pull up, man, whenever you want, dog.
I know after the trip, I got to make some time. I'm going to come over. I'm going to bring some food, do all of the shit, hang out with the kids because I got to see Q. I haven't seen Q yet, and I feel so bad.
Oh, dude, and you will love Veda right now. She's so receptive. So
Look at this motherfucker. I said, I haven't seen Q. And says you're going to love Veda.
Here's the thing. Q's not going to remember this meeting at all. But Veda right now is peak adorable Veda, right? Because she like is so playful, so funny, so smart. She will like, she will just be so fun, dog. You're going to love it.
I haven't seen Q yet. Yeah, fuck that. All right, let me tell you something about Veda.
Q, I'm sorry when you listen to this in the future.
Oh, shit.
I love you, bro. I love you.
Oh, Q. Oh, Q.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. All right, y'all. Thank you for watching and listening. Another episode of what is this? Dudes Behind the Foods. Hey, man, have fun in Korea. Fly safe. Be safe out there.
Japan. God damn it.
Oh. I hope your Spirit flight makes it there. I didn't know Spirit flies to Japan. That's crazy.
God. I would never do.
All right, y'all. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Love you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Yo, it's the dudes behind the food. Dudes behind the foods. Yeah, it's the dude behind the foods. That's actually really fucking good.
Look, man, sometimes we just forget to drink water, you know? You're supposed to be hydrated, and your boy forgets, and I get very ashy, and I get very dry, and I need a little help. That's why I F with Liquid IV, because sometimes just drinking water is boring. You know what I'm saying? I need some flavors. Liquid IV has lit flavors like sea berry, strawberry lemonade, which I love. They got that Concord grape. Yum. Passion fruit. Delicioso. I love it so much. One stick of Liquid IV in 16 ounces of water hydrates you 2 times faster and more efficiently than water alone, with 12 delicious, refreshing flavors to keep your hydration routine exciting. All right, contains 5 essential vitamins like B3, B5, B6, B12, and vitamin C. Everything you need. Liquid IV is just what you need. It's lit. Grab your Liquid IV in bulk nationwide at Costco, or you can get 20% off when you go to liquidiv.com and use code DUDES at checkout. That's 20% off anything you order when you shop Better Hydration today using promo code DUDES at liquidiv.com.